Hello people, I want to take you with me on a nostalgia trip. So let's take a seat and enjoy my story. It all begins during vacations. When I was a kid, me and my grandma were staying at my aunt's house. I was kinda bored, so one day my aunt asked me if I wanted to watch a movie. I said,
yeah.
So she picked up a Toy Story 2 VHS and inserted it into the DVD player. I've never heard about this movie before, but since I had nothing better to do, I decided to watch it. And I was absolutely blown away. I felt in love with this movie, and after finishing watching it I asked my aunt to play it again. I believe I've watched it 3 times in a row that night. After a few days we came back home. I was back enjoying my time playing on the PlayStation 1, and someday my parents came back and said they bought me a Toy Story 2 game. I was even more blown away. The idea of playing a game as Buzz Lightyear was absolutely mind-blowing for me, so I quickly inserted the disc and began to play. And now, here we are, years later. I wanted to relive my memories and decided to play this game again. And oh my! With this title screen only I was flooded with memories. But enough talking, let's get straight into the game. The first level is taking place in Andy's house, and the game shares the same plot as the movie. Woody gets taken by some crazy fate and the toys are trying to rescue him and bring him back home. So let's start our adventure to rescue Woody. Oh, and before every level the game plays short clips from the actual movie, but since I don't want my channel to get deleted by Disney for showing you clips of a 23 years old movie, sadly I'm not going to include them in this video. Wow, for the game released in the year 1999, it still looks very pretty. The objectives in every level are to collect 5 Pizza Planet tokens. The game actually allows us to collect only 1 and leave, but if we do that some of the later levels would be blocked because we don't have required amount of tokens, stopping our progress in the game. There are also evil toys sent by the evil Emperor's Urg trying to stop us. Almost every level introduces new kind of enemies trying to get in our way. Some are harder to kill, and some requires us to use different Buzz abilities to defeat them. They also drop coins, but only for the first time we destroy them. Enemies respawn every time we get far enough, and that can be sometimes annoying. Speaking of our hero abilities, Buzz can defend himself using his laser, that we can also charge to deal more damage, spinning using his wings. We can also charge it to turn Buzz into Crash Bandicoot, but after that attack it leaves Buzz dizzy for few frames. Now let me continue with this level. In the living room on the couch we can meet Ham, that will give a— Wait, what do you mean by giving me the token if I collect 50 coins? Weren't we supposed to save our friend Woody? Well, fine I guess. If we go downstairs to the basement, we can meet Mr. Potato Head that will unlock for us 1 out of 5 pickups that sometimes are required to collect all the tokens hidden in levels, but first we need to help him find one of his missing body part. What's wrong with these guys? We are supposed to rescue Woody, but they're only willing to cooperate if I help them first. I'm beginning to think that I'm the only one here that wants to bring Woody back. Anyways, Mr. Potato Head unlocks the Cosmic Shield power-up, that allows us to gain immortality for a few seconds so we can get through the acid on the floor. I'm not even going to ask why there's acid spilled all over the basement. After doing some platforming and a puzzle with moving boxes around, we collect our first token. There's always 1 token in every level hidden in hard to reach spots that tests our platforming skills, requires us to complete a puzzle or one of the power-ups that we have unlocked. After collecting our first token we can head back up. Near living room, if we use these dog doors we can get to the garage, and there we meet the RC car that wants us to race him, and if we win he'll give us another token. Of course. So we run around the garage, we have to complete 3 laps, and there are some obstacles in our way like the enemies, and a spilled oil that Buzz slides on, making it harder to control him. We can also stop the RC car from overtaking us by running into his way, so he bumps us and stops for a second. And we won. We can collect our second token and carry on. Let's visit the kitchen. Here we can find Bo Peep. She tells us that their 5 sheeps went missing, and if we find them she'll give us another token. Right. Also, what's going on with this game and number 5? Anyways, after some running around we can find the missing sheeps all over the house, in a hard to reach spot. How these sheeps even got there in the first place. And I have to share with you this trick. In order to collect this sheep, the game wants us to get to this cable first and then slide down, but if you're a true Chad like me, you can collect this sheep much faster. Epic gamer moment. So after collecting all the sheeps we can go back to Bo Peep, and get our 3rd token. Also, while looking for them I managed to collect 50 coins, so we can head back to Ham. Give me my token, you greedy motherf***. If we head to the attic, we get greeted by our first mini-boss encounter in the game, the tin robot. That's not very much of a challenge. You cannot attack him, but he'll chase you for a while and get tired. That's when you can deal damage to him. After defeating him we can get our last token and head to the next level. Second level takes place at Andy's neighborhood, but we won't be meeting Sid there. Let's go. Wow, have I ever told you that this game's soundtrack absolutely slaps? Just take a listen. So with this funky beat we meet the Green Army soldier that wants us to find his 5 missing soldiers. And are you serious? One of them is literally just there. Okay. So we need to complete a puzzle to rescue the first one. And now we can continue exploring the level. If we get past through this gate we can meet the RC car that wants to race again. But this time it's much harder because it's impossible to win if we don't unlock Rocket Boot's power up. And that's the dev's way to add replayability value to the game, because we can only unlock this power up in the level 7. Unless you're a true Chad like me. Remember when I told you that you can get into the way of the RC car when he bumps into you? You can actually use this trick to beat him instead of the intended way to win. And now, since I don't want this video to become too long, I'll just quickly climb onto this tree to defeat the mini-boss.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Yeah. So after a few of
Whoa!
I reached the top of the tree, where we can fight the evil Emperor's kite. Also, not very challenging, all we have to do is to shoot him while jumping and try not to get knocked off the tree. You guys all should know the drill by now. You get 5 Pizza Planet tokens for collecting 5 missing items, getting 50 coins, defeating a mini-boss and so on. If you feel somewhat encouraged by my video, or if you want to relive your memories, I highly recommend you to give this game a try. Now let me share with you some of my own memories I have with this game. First we have the 4th level in the game, that is a very cool puzzle that contains tubes with 3 primary colors paint and a list of other colors that we have to mix together to complete this puzzle. Moving on, if we manage to climb on top of this construction yard, we get greeted by a jackhammer mini-boss that I remember being scared of as a kid. I mean, just look at him. Very spooky. Speaking of spooky, you know what's also spooky? The 6th level. This level is a boss battle, and just let me show you what I mean.
I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me.
Now you know what I've meant. I was so scared of this boss as a kid that I remember I had to let my dad complete this level for me in order to keep playing this game. And to make things worse, it gets bigger with every phase. But after defeating this absolute nightmare fuel, we unlock, in my opinion, the 3 best levels in the entire game, so let's take a quick look at them. All of these 3 levels take place at Al's toy shop. The first one, I really enjoyed replaying for this video. It contains very fun platforming segments like a time trial that we have run as quickly as possible to collect a token. And another true Chad way to collect one missing item faster. The next level I absolutely loved as a kid. In this level we can get 1 token from this crane claw grab scam thing. Another one by winning a race against an alien in a spaceship where we have to slide down on these ropes to get to the end. All of that while avoiding being shot by lasers and very evil Zerg toys. Also, do you remember the scene from the movie where Buzz fights with his upgraded version? Evil Buzz is a mini-boss in this level, but unlike this epic scene from the movie, all we got is an evil Buzz in a car. The 3rd level is an epic boss battle with a giant spaceship that shoots lasers and spawns various enemies if we hurt it. After defeating it, I'm left with one more level I want to mention. Level 11, Thal's penthouse. First we get greeted by Bullseye, that wants us to bring him his 5 missing horseshoes. Then we can head to the Owl's bedroom, where we have to solve a puzzle with a train, that we need to switch the train tracks, in order for the miniature locomotive to reach its destination. And while recording I actually managed to complete this puzzle completely by a mistake. Next room is Western themed, where after some platforming, we can fight the gunslinger mini-boss. I must say, as a kid, I very much liked revisiting this level and just taking a look around at the graphics. Anyways, if we go through this open vent we can take a look into the kitchen, where we can meet Jess. Oh my god! Let's never talk about this ever again. If we go to the bathroom, there's an actually very cool puzzle where we have to rise the water level in order to get ourselves higher to reach one of the missing things. And I'm not even going to ask how the water didn't manage to flood the whole apartment through this open vent. And the absolutely best part of this level is the fact that we can drown this greedy ham. Last level takes place at the airport. It includes one of the best time trial in the game, where we have to run around the track and avoid getting hit by grass. Okay. Also, this level has so annoying background sounds of a plane that I actually had to go to settings and turn the volume down. Just take a listen. Also, another annoying thing about this level is the fact that it's absolutely huge. Even developers knew getting somewhere in this level would take ages, so they placed rocket boots to explore it faster. And don't even get me started on the way of navigating through this level. In order to get into every section, first we have to climb that pole, then jump onto a moving plane, and then... Wait. Repeat that 8 times and the level is completed. The final boss battle takes place inside a flying plane. Let's go. Finally. After all this time we meet Woody. And... I'm beginning to doubt if this whole rescue mission was a good idea. Anyways, this boss is actually a battle with 3 mini-bosses from last 3 levels all at once, kinda disappointing. Easiest way to beat them is to split them up and then beat them one by one. And after defeating them, finally our rescue mission comes to an end. But, before I end this video, I have to tell you one last story, about one level that I hate so much that if I've ever made a list of things that I hate, this level would be on the first spot. Level 10th. Words cannot describe how much I hate this level. Its color palette is mostly grayscale, tight claustrophobic corridors filled with f***ing snakes that we also have to climb using our hook, unnecessarily high as f***ing elevators that we have to jump on top of, and if we miss one, then And have I even mentioned that mini-boss of this level is a f***ing spider that can fly? Yeah, I've had enough of this piece of shit. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked, please hit the like button, and tell me in comments your own memories you have with this game. Stay healthy guys, and take care.